guys, so we're still talking about encouragement. Today our main idea is actions speak louder than words, and our verse is from 1 John 3:18, and it says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth." Now over to you, Sammy.
Thanks, Emma. We're back with another devotion. Like Emma read, we're talking about actions speaking louder than words, which is something I'm sure you guys have heard a lot, but this verse in 1 John talks about how we're not just supposed to love with words, how we're speaking to one another, but we're supposed to love with actions as well. So the author gives us a little bit more information on what this looks like on our daily lives, or in our daily lives. He says, your actions will speak much louder than any words you will ever say. When you call yourself a Christian, you're opening yourself up for inspection, and your life becomes an active witness for Jesus Christ. The positive news is that people will respond to your good deeds and thoughtful acts of caring. In fact, people will want to know more about the Savior you love, as your deeds prove to them that your faith is more walk than talk. Here's a story with an important message. So the story is about World War II. It's about a soldier and a little boy in that era. So it says, early one chilly morning, an American soldier was making his way back to the barracks in London. Barracks are where they live, in case you didn't know. As he turned the corner in his Jeep, he spotted a little lad with his nose pressed to the window of a pastry shop. Inside, the cook was kneading dough for a fresh batch of donuts. Yum. The hungry boy stared in silence, watching every move. The soldier pulled his Jeep to the curb, stopped, got out, and walked quietly over to where the little fellow was standing. Through the steamed window, he could see the mouth-watering morsels as they were being pulled from the oven, piping hot. The boy salivated and released a slight groan as he watched the cook place them on the glass-enclosed counter ever so carefully. The soldier's heart went out to the little boy as he stood beside him. He said, "Son, would you like some of those?" The boy was startled. "Oh yeah, I would." The American stepped inside and bought a dozen, put them in a bag, walked back to where the lad was standing in the foggy cold of the London morning. He smiled, held out the bag, and said simply, "Here you are." As he turned to walk away, he felt a tug on his coat. He looked back and heard the children ask quietly, "Mister, are you God?" We are never more like God than when we give. John 3:16 says, God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. I'm going to read the last part one more time. It said, we are never more like God than when we give. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. So like this story was talking about, this soldier could have just said, hey, hope you have a better day, little boy. But he saw what the little boy needed. He went inside and he simply did it. He didn't make a big show out of it. He said, this little boy is hungry and I'm going to buy him what he wants and then I'm going to walk away. And this little boy saw God in that. So what this author is talking about and what this verse is talking about is how words can be powerful, but actions can be so much more powerful because they show that those words have been set into your being, that Jesus has spoken those words, we've heard them, and we've put them into practice. So my challenge for you guys today is to think of an act of kindness or a gift of love that you can give to someone today. So that could be maybe cleaning the house that you're staying in, showing that you love the people around you by making the space clean. That could be writing a note. Like we talked about, encouragement is so important in this time. So you could write a note that not only gives words of encouragement, but it says, I wanted to put these actions forward and I wanted to give this to you. So I want you to be thinking of different ways that your actions can show the people around you the love of Jesus. And like we've talked about in the other videos, still be thinking of that encouragement that you can give, but look at those actions and how you can love other people. We miss you guys and we'll see you soon.